I'm Eamon.
I'm Merlin.
And we're a gay.
And his NB.
Are you a reality television connoisseur?
Do you like it discussed from an LGBTQ lens?
If so, A Gay and His NB is the podcast for you.
Hear us break down all your favorite guilty pleasure reality shows from Bravo, Drag Race, and just about everything in between.
Listen to A Gay and His NB on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to podcasts. I'm Eamon.
I'm Merlin.
And we're a gay.
And his NB.
Are you a reality television connoisseur?
Do you like it discussed from an LGBTQ lens?
If so, A Gay and His NB is the podcast for you.
Hear us break down all your favorite guilty pleasure reality shows from Bravo, Drag Race, and just about everything in between.
Listen to A Gay and His NB on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to podcasts.
Wrestling Mayhem Show. Since 2006, the pioneer in pro wrestling podcasting.
This show is brought to you by IndieWrestling.us and IndieWrestling.network for your independent wrestling entertainment. Slice on Broadway, supporting Pittsburgh podcasting with the perfect pepperoni pizza.
Just wait, just wait, just wait, just wait, just wait. Wait for the perfect time, then attack. Don't give up what you want, take it back. Wait for the perfect time, then attack. Do what you have to do, make it last. Wait for the perfect time, then attack. Don't run, boy, this true, change the back. Wait for the perfect time, then attack. Wait for the perfect time, then attack. Wait for the perfect time, then attack.
It is the Wrestling Mayhem Show, episode 978. Tuesdays, we've been talking professionalized wrestling. I'm Mike Sorg in the Sorgatron Media Studios in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And I got the Riz with me.
I'm back.
Hi, Riz. Welcome back, Riz.
I'm back.
You're back. Yeah, you had a week
here.
off.
I had a week off. I kind of had to take a little step back, but I'm fine.
Life happens. Let me get that mouse off of your screen there. I mean, also, we're also going to pick your nose with the mouse here while we're at it, too. There you go.
On the other side, sorry.
There you go. There you go. Get that itch. And then we also have with us, of course, this Friday is 880 Wrestling's World Series of Wrestling. That's a full title this year, I noticed, even though it's the third one. It's going to be at Penn Brewery. We're pretty sure it's going to be outside on the parking lot with that beautiful view.
Weather permitting.
And this is, if you see the Facebook event and you see that view in the background, this is the poster child of the event picture.
Yeah.
Blizzy Blake is with us. Which button are you? There you are. I didn't even line up your camera. Look at that. Look at that artistic shot we landed on. Hold on. Let me fix this real quick.
Damn.
We're talking so much. I didn't even fix your shot.
Oh, we're so good. Yeah, I think it looks good.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
We started this 30 minutes ago.
But my God, we're going to be talking about that. Beautiful wrestling places and such. We were also talking about black mold before the show. So, that's the other side of the spectrum. But thankfully, I don't think any place we're working with this weekend has those problems that I'm know of. So, I don't know. The venue I'm going in Ohio. Venue I'm going in Ohio, I don't know it. So, but it's a good promotion. I think they booked some pretty good venues. So, anyways, and welcome Zippy over on the YouTube. I'm just noticing is on the in our chat room for the first time, and a lot of you guys are all across the social media. And intern Mac and intern Tony are here, keeping an eye on the socials for us in the chat rooms, so you guys don't get lonely out there too. And as a teaser reminder, intern Mac has the first homework assignment with the parking lot brawl between Eddie Guerrero and John Cena. We'll talk about that. We'll be getting a full report, a dissertation, if you will, I believe, as a college student. But first, there was a lot of WWE on Australia, or as I like to call it, minions watching wrestling. So you know what I'm talking about, right, Bliss?
I think so.
Oh, yeah.
Have you ever seen everybody, I would say 70% of that arena all bought the John Cena shirt, which happened to be a wonderful full yellow color, which was, and it had a kangaroo on it too. It was fucking beautiful.
He's always had a way to go with those like construction worker colors and just make them look so great.
All those primary colors,
Neons.
Yeah. Like, it's just like, I've been like, it's like, I've been waiting for a good purple shirt, but it's not like the Vegas one almost got me, right?
I think the green was the farthest off we've ever seen him go from like those super bright and vibrant colors.
Yeah, absolutely. It was just like, okay, I mean, there's a lot of black t-shirt stuff. You definitely during the evil Cena days a couple months ago, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say, did you not see the new one of the newer Cena shirts? I think it was a couple weeks ago. It was just a black shirt, white lettering, John Cena.
Oh no!
like his heel get up shirt.
I love it. Yeah,
and it's for $35.
Just as a review, there, as I said, a lot of primary colors going on there. A lot going on there. And John Cena. How many of those they freaking sold?
Heel Cena says, "Let me take as much money as I can for as little of a cost as it is to me."
Listen, man, hey, he got, like, somebody was like pontificating like how much he made that night off of merchandise, just that night. And God bless him, I think he's earned it at this point.
Yeah.
So it's only a 20-some year legacy that he's been building, right? So
Yeah, he deserves it.
Yeah. Let him have all the money that we are giving to him.
Yeah.
So it got me out to more shows than I expected this year.
Oh, yeah.
It was.
Oh, there's an ugly sweater for John Cena.
Of course there is.
I've
There
seen
will
that.
always, and that's the thing. They will always sell John Cena merchandise, just like they will always sell Shawn Michaels and Undertaker and Stone Cold merchandise. Like they will continue to make money forever.
You could probably go to the Dollar Tree and just find a random generic John Cena figure
Oh,
on
yeah.
the
Oh
shelf.
yeah, absolutely.
Right there with Shawn Michaels and the Undertaker.
Dude, he's gonna move into that Legends deal, and he may have the nicest Legends deal of anybody.
Easily.
So after this retirement, but anyways, he had what had to be. Who was telling this to? I think I was telling this to the Dutters here yesterday. You need to watch the John Cena AJ Styles match. Everybody does.
I saw some highlights from
It
that.
is so fun, and along that side, even the yes, go ahead.
It is the opposite of what the Brock Lesnar match was.
Yeah. That was
The
disappointing.
complete opposite of that match.
Absolutely. It was we went deep with the homage moves. AJ's going full TNA on
Yeah,
us.
he went original gear too. right?
Original gear TNA, yeah. Like it was a lot of good. Like this was the memorberries. This is nostalgia in a wrestling match. He did an RKO. He did like three Randy Orton moves.
He was going to a punt. He was about to
He
punt
was
him.
gonna punt him. It was great. But of course, like the feels came in when he did the Bray Wyatt.
Saw that.
Sister Abigail sat there and everybody pulled out the fireflies for him, and there was a nice. I remember I saw again. I watched this next day because I was in Cleveland doing some stuff with our friends at Exodus Pro, and I did see the image of him sitting there with the fireflies, and I didn't realize that wasn't the end of the match.
Oh, it wasn't?
Right? It was the middle of the match. So even seeing some stuff on social media, and I try not to, but it's so hard sometimes, especially with the big matches and everything, right? But they just was a moment. He sat there, they did that, he looked up, and it was just like everybody had a moment on that one, and that was really sweet, really nice.
Heck yeah, that's what it's all
and it
about.
just like you can't write that, like you
No.
can't do that, on purpose, like to create a moment like that. The audience was authentic, maybe there's like, hey, the audience might do this, but to the extent they did, like,
Oh, you mean like sing the entire song of the Metalingus to Triple H?
Did you see this, Blizzy?
No.
So they're doing the post show, and Triple H is on there talking about how great it is, like hear the fans and yada yada yada. They just start playing. They just start singing Metalingus,
That's amazing.
unprompted, from what I saw from the clip. And they're so loud, and they know the words.
That's great.
Australia knows the fucking words. They sang CM Punk's theme. I can't remember if that was Saturday or Monday. I love that they did the all the shows this weekend there. I love.
They called Oscar a word we can't say.
Oh, I missed this
Oh.
one.
They called Oscar a word we can't say.
On this show or
On this show, yes.
All right, Mad Mike has just popped up. Hold on a second. Let me give him his pin so we can get him in here. There he is, Mad Mike. I don't know. Are you willing to
Hi.
say the word? I don't know which word we're talking about. So
I don't even know what word it is, but
It's-
we can say any
is it
word.
the C word that
I'm
they
not-
use in
it's-
England?
Yes.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine then. That's all you need to know. Okay.
What is
so no, we
it's
will
the-
tell you.
no,
tell
it's-
them on the back channels. So that other C word.
Yeah.
Oh, they did?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Apparently.
all right.
As long as Wade Bear didn't get in trouble again. I had to look up because they kept alluding how Wade Barrett got in trouble during the Stephanie McCord Devil's Kiss a couple weeks ago. So I asked an AI, what did Wade Barrett say?
Oh, no.
You can do it for yourself. I'm not going to repeat any of it here, obviously. So, oh my God, there's so much happening in the chat room. I'm going to catch up with them real quick here. Toddy says Blizzy custom 1 out of 1s are the sickest.
Thank you, Toddy.
There you
got
go.
The pants on. Got
Okay.
The hat on.
There you
got
go.
the shoes on.
I love the Hello Kitty drop on there too.
Thank you.
That's nice. That's nice. T Pop says, I wonder how much money WWE made on the merchandise of John Cena alone this year. Yeah, John Cena's big business. Number has to be insane. Every new shirt, every custom championship they made.
Sorg, you might say a franchise doing big business. I live this. It's automatic. You hear this. When you hear those horns, you're finished. A soldier. Yeah, I say humbling. Plus I'm storming on you chumps like I'm thunder and lightning. Ain't no way you're breaking me, kid. Harder than nails. Plus I keep it on lock. Like I'm part of the jail.
Riz is doing the snap applause.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's the
Some
second.
John Cena
That's like slam
Wow.
poetry right there.
Welcome to John Cena Mayhem Slam Poetry with Mad Mike. Thank you for that. Hope that's going to be a clip later. Tina says AJ wore the gear he wore in the 2005 PWI cover with him and John on the cover. Oh, I didn't know we went
wow,
that deep
that's
with
crazy.
it. Oh no!
It was literally WWE versus TNA.
Wow.
White.
Subject line.
Jeez, I mean this is and Ponder, you said something about fan service done right in however you said it in the thing. I think that's what it is. This is a love letter to the fans. I'm really curious what they do with the rest of his 4 appearances left, including his final match is going to be on Saturday night's main event in December. I understand. I presume he is on the poster for Survivor Series. I saw him on 1 or 2 other things maybe. So we can kind of map out from there and we can pontificate who could be the last one.
Well, there's supposedly 4 appearances and 2 matches left.
Yes. There is speculation about Edge may be able to wiggle out of his contract in time for a final match.
That's not gonna happen.
I don't know if I want it. I don't know, just keep doing what you're doing over there in AEW, but it would be nice to see, especially given the homages that they have given each other at this point. So wouldn't be sad if it happened for sure.
Those T-shirt sales can push it, right?
Those
T-shirt sales.
One night only Edge
I want-
t-shirts. Yeah.
I want his last match to be someone against he hasn't faced.
I'm with you. Okay, I understand.
I'm done with repeat offenders.
The
Matt
only
Cardona.
thing,
Unless it's someone who has never beaten him before
Matt
and beats him
Cardona.
on the way out.
the only thing I would want is if
Sure, a Matt Cardona
go for
I'd
it.
accept. Rusev,
Mhm.
I'd love it to be Rusev.
Mhm.
That'd be cool.
Mhm.
Rusev brings out the tank again for DC. I mean, Lord knows there's plenty of them there at the time.
And moving on from that topic, because we're a safe show here. We're So other than that, John Cena's side, I think they had some good stuff on there. Again, crowd kind of makes a lot of the weekend that happened there. There was a lot of good stuff on SmackDown and Raw for the most part. The ladies, I think, were really good. I'm always weird. These Crown Jewel matches are like bragging rights championship thing. At least they have something they're fighting for that they treat like the Stanley Cup that they have to pull out of Saudi Arabia at the WWE experience. Have you seen this video?
No, I haven't. But I mean, they make it easy just being rings instead of belts. I guess.
Well,
right?
it's both though.
Oh, really?
Like the belt.
Oh, yeah, their belts are.
Yeah. No,
fucking
the belt
huge.
is huge. It's
Yeah.
a
The
giant
belt
like
is very expensive.
torso
It's very
belt.
Krang-like.
It's very
It's bigger than
Krang-like.
Brahim's belt, that big ass one that he has.
Yes.
It is. I guess they wear it for the weekend and then they put it back in the vault for the year and then they give him a ring. So there's like that's how they can handle it. But we forget about it after this week.
Yeah.
And
For the
then
most
everyone
part.
forgets about the ring until
Until next year. Yeah, exactly. So Seth is going to pull that ring out at some point. Speaking of Seth, they pulled the trigger. The Vision is broken up. Braun
That was
just
quick.
nails him. We're in a wonderful Triple H NXT style post credit. Everybody's celebrating, and Braun just spears him out of nowhere. He's been giving the belt some eyes over the last few weeks, obviously, right? Seth is talking up how much he's given to them, right, to make them so good.
And how much they didn't need him. Or
Bronson
he didn't need them.
Bronson Bronson would not have beat Roman Reigns if it wasn't for Seth telling him how to do it. All these kinds of things, right? So, and here we go. And he is taking
now Paul Heyman is in a tough spot again.
In a tough spot, but even Paul was throwing some shade at Seth for his attitude the last few weeks and not listening to him and getting himself into some binds. So, like, it all kind of played out.
So was he? The only thing is I don't know about because I didn't really pay too close attention to that because I thought it was a slow burn.
Mm-hmm.
Was he? Is he in on this?
No.
No. Well, I think it's very
not based on his reaction.
Yeah. They played it that everybody was surprised, and Braun said, "You choose now."
Yeah, and like I kind of wanted it. Like I saw the ending, and I'm like, they're talking about Seth while Paul Heyman is raising both hands up, like he was a part of it, and nobody said anything.
Well, there was also a moment of choose. So
yeah.
he's chosen, but he's still, what just happened. He's still in a shock mode, I think, is more of the thing. So, but man, you're interested to see the fallout next week, right?
I do.
Fuck, they're good at
that's
this.
The thing.
Fuck, they're good at this.
They are reeling me in right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
something.
gonna say this. I'm gonna say this is controversial, maybe. If supposedly this is because Seth is injured.
Allegedly, and we'll see how that plays out. So, yeah.
But if that's the case, I say we scrap the vision, all that stuff. Just scrap it from War Games.
Mm-hmm.
And for War Games, give me the MFTs versus the Wyatt Six.
Man, it feels like something we're going for, right? We had the face
kind of
off.
leaning that way, and I'm
I
excited
prefer
for
that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They're wearing
Plus,
some old...
anything that gets Nikki Cross inside a War Games match
is
aces for me.
MFT's wearing some old Gorillas of Destiny style face paint was kind of interesting too, wasn't it? So I'm loving the vibe shift we got going on here. You're a New Japan lover over there.
Yeah,
you love some
I've been
old
getting into it for sure.
You love some old Gorillas of Destiny, right? Coming back in WWE. Like, I don't hate that. By the way, we had this big turn. And I don't know if you saw somebody who definitely has a verified account on Twitter because how long their post was the last 24 hours. But
wasn't me.
It wasn't you. No. Uncle Scott Steiner chimed in.
Oh shit.
Something, let's see, let me break it down for you dummies that understand this just happened. You take Seth Rollins, the so-called visionary, you put him in the ring with a Braun Breaker, a genetic freak. But what Seth didn't calculate was the betrayal quotient. Now let's do the math. You knew it was coming. Seth thought he had a 100% chance to survive with Braun on his side, but what he didn't know is Braun got a 66 2/3% loyalty when you factor in family bloodlines, and the other 33 1/3% is pure rage. So now Seth's sitting there asking why. I'll tell you why. Because Braun Breaker's not here to play backup. He's here to take over. He's the dog face destroyer, and now the leash is off. So Seth, you took the eye off the math. You had 141 2/3 chance of getting betrayed.
Son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch. That man has a degree from Michigan University, okay? Let him have it.
He has a degree in wrestling, Sorg.
What is his degree with? Hold on.
I don't know. I think it might be
actually
math.
Scott
Let's guess. I
think
I don't know why I'm going criminology.
Social studies?
Sports management,
I'll go
sport fitness.
Yeah, I was gonna say like health and like wellness type of thing.
He is a bachelor's in science.
Okay.
In engineering.
Interesting.
Yep, he's an engineering major.
He is an engineering major according to this Reddit post. So check me on that, please.
So, as a fellow engineering major.
Yes, aren't you more of a chem engineer?
Yes.
Okay.
I will say.
You don't know.
I too have done the math.
Okay.
Checks out.
Yeah. There you go. Thank you for that. We got the official.
Yeah. I mean,
we got the official
you
from.
You have to know. You have to know certain constants.
Yes.
You have to know how they relate to the field and everything like that. Like it's all a bit technical.
Okay. A little too much for this show.
A little too much.
Yeah.
Too much. I'd have to go into a whole thing. I need a whiteboard.
Big whiteboard.
You got to bring the whiteboard back, first of all. That does need to happen. We did have I did connect you. I'm sorry, I connected you with the Professor Jacob Edwin.
Not a real professor.
Still not a professor.
You are a real professor.
But guess who is a real professor?
Yes, you're teaching. You're teaching the youth of America right now.
Yes.
Or at least upstate New York. At a Catholic school, wasn't it?
That's in
Still
America.
Yeah,
That's
still part of
that's still in
America.
They're
right now.
America. America is fuck. Sure. All of it.
Yeah.
Currently.
Currently.
Yeah. Sure.
Moving on from that topic too. So, anything else from WWE?
You did that.
Yeah, that was
all
you.
you.
That was you.
Anybody else? Anything else from WWE before we go to the first break here? What's tickled your fancy, Mike?
Oh God.
What's tickled your WWE fancies?
Dominic Mysterio becoming more and more like Eddie Guerrero every week.
Yes.
Is just fantastic. Stealing the hammer from the timekeeper and using it in your boot for a 619 is next level shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's very good. It's very, very good. I can't wait to see how he beats Rusev next week, and I can't wait to see how hopefully this parlays into a match with John Cena.
Just little things like they make the match and he's in the background backstage and just slowly backs off with his championship
he
hugging
Homer
it.
Memes.
It's beautiful.
He Homer memes away. It's great.
It's wonderful. It's wonderful. The best luchador of all time, Dominic Mysterio. Oh my God! I think our friend Chris Taylor announced that he has a man crush on Dominic Mysterio now.
He did.
Or has been developing it. Yeah, right. So there's news from the friend of the show.
Del Sucio.
Whatever. Yeah, like he said.
Dirty is dirty.
There you go. Anyways, with that, let's give a shout out to our friends that are supporting us on patreon.com/Wrestling Mayhem Show. We'll see if the interns got it this week, including our friends at the fan show level. Bo Diggity! Woo! Yeah! We got Tony! We got Tony! We did it! We'll get Mac next week. No, you won't woo for us?
Woo?
Gotta give us a
big woo.
We're gonna do okay.
Give us a woo.
We're gonna give you woo class here in the near future. Okay.
I can't.
You know what?
With slacking with
Sork, I have an idea.
Okay.
For our homework assignment.
Yeah. Okay. Hold on to that for later.
That's
Then
okay.
I gotta finish the ad for Patreon. Hold on. Let me run the lower third again. There we go. We're gonna start. Bo Diggity Woo. Moving on. Team Hammerfist, Tupac Family, Bubba Brewer of the Triple B Podcast and APWF, Jason French, Poppy Club Level, Dave Prophet Ponder, Wrestling Trenchcoat, Tony Kincaid, and Cheap Hop True Prince of Pro. Well, I almost screwed that up. Pizza Club Level is the Riz. Ooh, Scottish Buff Eagle.
Sick.
Scottish Buff Eagle's back.
Shouts to intern John on that one. Scottish John.
And let me move out of the way here.
If you will. And then, we got
Keep
another
going.
one coming up.
Yeah,
Justin Cleaver. I hear he likes big fridges. And also at the manager level, Bradley. Yeah, wedgie time. Thank you guys so much for supporting the show at patreon.com/Wrestling Mayhem Show. You can give us your special announcement for your name as well as part of that. And you get special things like our Patreon live feed and whatever BSing between the shows, whatever's happening during the commercials. Usually it's just us going to a piss break, but you never know. So you don't see the piss break. We just leave. Just want to make that clarified. I don't know false advertising.
Hear it.
I don't want to attract nor repel people for the same reason. Anyways, that's enough
That's
of
for the
that
$12.99.
That's for the upscale one. Yes, that's for the $15 a month one. That's for
the only swords.
That's for the only Mayhems.
Oh my God, guys!
Yes.
This is breaking news.
Breaking news.
You know who's gonna be in the NXT Women's Title Battle Royal tonight?
Somebody from TNA.
Alicia
She has been all over the TNA being crazy.
Good for her.
So speaking of TNA had Bound for Glory. You could say it's their WrestleMania. It broke records of over 7,000 fans at an arena. It felt like an arena show, which I cannot remember. Huh? It felt what?
It felt hot.
It felt hot, like the crowd was
hot. It
hot.
felt big. One of the biggest shows I've seen for TNA.
Oh, absolutely. It felt like it. It played out. They had the whole side entrance like they were doing the Royal Rumble. It was a pretty good show. Yeah, Team 3D and the Hardys in their final table match. The Dudleys 3D giving out their boots at the end. You had a tremendous.
I will say one thing about that. That should have been Mayhem.
Yeah. End the show.
I understand what we're doing with Mike Santana and everything, but I also saw reports that like a lot of the crowd left after the Hardys and Dudleys.
Oh, that's a shame. That's a shame.
Yeah, I'm so happy for them that they had a huge attendance number. That was fantastic. But if it's like the retirement match, maybe just have it close.
Yeah, I mean, you can understand the booking decision either way. You're kind of taking the chance. It's not easy to lay out those matches, Mike. So, I mean, it's
I'm sure it's not.
Especially the way they ended it. Speaking of TNA booking, the X Division match. The match itself was tremendous.
Sorg.
Yes.
I heard you just say eh. So I'm going to let you have your piece.
I made a lot of noises, okay?
But that match, for me, if not one of the best matches I've seen all year.
And of course, we're talking about an interpromotional X Division match between Leon Slater and Javon Evans of NXT. It's
very bouncy.
It's very bouncy.
Those boys bouncy.
It is. I've been seeing videos of people looking at this between Dolph Ziggler, Nick Nemeth was talking about one of them. I can't remember. Probably Leon actually, because I keep forgetting which one's in which company. So, and I saw some other videos about like somebody was breaking down how Javon was in a tag match and does little things like
gets psychology.
Got. You see the one where he gets taken out, and then when the guy's going for the move, like he reaches for him, like you just see him off the corner kind of thing. Yep. Like these I think both these guys, one, they're insanely young, like one's like 19, right? But they both started insanely early, so they have some crazy experience for their age, which is nuts. It's like there was like something about which one does the swanton into the 450.
That's Leon Slater.
Leon Slater,
that's his finish.
Like they were talking about that kind of move, and it's just like they kind of started breaking down. Hey, this is why this is important. And to me, like kind of like.
I think I saw that same interview with Nick Nemeth too, because they mentioned like the dive over the corner too. Yeah, it was just like jaw dropping.
And he's just like, I can't keep up with these guys.
I'm old. He's
like, I'm old school, and I'm like, I can't believe you're the old school guy here. You know, so like that's the kind of stuff. But also Nick Nemeth saying like, I could have gone to AEW, but I don't think I could keep up with those guys. It was like kind of puts a little perspective on things, right?
It was cool to hear him say that stuff too, because like he put a lot of respect on them too for not only like doing the high flyer and like very athletic shit, but also like focusing in on the psychology of it as well.
And are we getting to a cool part here where the high flying's happened long enough that people are like, okay, like the kids coming up are getting it's more than just the high
spot,
it is like you still need to put like you can still do the high spots, but like throw a little bit of that old school in with them. Man, then you just fucking hit it. Like that's good stuff. Taking notes, Blizzy?
Again, my worry.
Loving what's going on right now for sure.
What's that, Riz?
So like my worry with this is like for Leon, nothing. Like, he's there. He's there. For Javon,
both 21 years old. By the way, both 21 years old, says Tina.
Yeah, but for Javon Evans, I'm hoping that he gets called up, and he still gets to be Javon Evans.
Yeah,
he still gets to do all this stuff.
Now wait a minute, he has been. He's been in tag matches with Phoenix on SmackDown. So that's
but he's not officially called up yet.
Yeah.
No, okay.
Keep him there.
He's just the Andrade replacement for the moment. So,
yes,
I guess so.
I see what Riz is saying though, because if you do pull him up to like SmackDown per se, and like he is like now a tag team roster candidate, he doesn't get to put on like that full performance and tell that story that he's trying to tell, on NXT.
But still, he's telling some interesting
I
stories
think
right
he
now.
Would still do
I mean,
great
it's
on
also
SmackDown, for
you have
sure.
to remember when you get to main roster, your matches aren't going to be as long as they are.
No, it's a different thing.
Right.
It's a
It's
different
very
idea,
different for sure.
absolutely. So
Very true.
but so it was a tremendous match. Went to time limit, I believe.
Yep.
They went 5 more minutes, and then Dark State came in and
Of course
and
they did.
took them all out. So that's going to be a thing. But I mean, you get this interpromotional thing. Sometimes they get a little squirrely with the finishes, right? Especially both guys are on the come up.
Yeah,
You know,
it's hard.
so you know, they got to get a relationship, but I'm sure there's still plenty of negotiation that needs to happen between WWE and TNA for certain ideas like this, right? So it is what it is.
Good
But
to see everybody getting along again, right?
right,
That's the best
right.
part of all of
But
this.
still,
For
like,
an invasion kind of thing, it's been going rather well.
yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
absolutely.
There's been a lot of give and take, you're right? So like that's been kind of nice. So
I'd still like to see a big TNA star win an NXT title.
have we had that at all yet?
Not really.
Not yet.
So
I mean, I don't count the Hardys winning the NXT tag title.
yeah, I know. When somebody said
I can't count that. I can't count that.
Ethan Page is like off to the side in a video I saw. It says, "Oh yeah, future of the business, the Hardys." So, but that, like, I love that. That's good shade to throw.
Here's my question about that, Mike. So, if Mustafa Ali, if he wound up winning the North American Championship, would that count?
I'd say so. I'd say so. Just based
Absolutely.
on the story that was happening going into it,
Mm-hmm.
especially because he got let go right before.
Right before he had that match,
He
yeah.
had
Gear made
gonna have that.
right for the North
Yeah.
American Championship.
Yeah,
So yeah, because he was very he was in a storyline and got
and I remember
unceremoniously
wanting
dropped.
to see
Mhm.
his version of like I love Dom. I was rooting for Ali against Dom
Mm-hmm.
in that match because I would have loved to see what Ali would have done as the North American champion.
Absolutely.
With the way he was going with everything.
I just lost my train of thought. From TNA, I had a question that has now escaped me. Well, okay. Main event. Santana gets it, and a beautiful thing. This is the. I remember I saw something where somebody called up Vince Russo and asked him if he booked the end of the Call Your Shot match. Where we end up with, you know, it's a Royal Rumble, everybody's involved in intergender, and it ends up with Kazarian, who had just lost the international title back to Steve Macklin earlier that night. Nick Nemeth do a double pin because it's a Rumble and then it becomes a match. It's very TNA. And then you have 2 referees that were there for the Rumble, and then we do a double pin, and they get to share the Call Your Shot. And I'm very confused if between the 2 of them, one of them gets to call their shot. Do they each get a shot to call? But they both have to have the trophy when they do it, which led to the end because Santana wins. There's a Santino, so I'm really confused. So Santana wins. Nemeth comes out with the thing, and then the best wrestler of all time, friend of the show, Elijah comes out. Blackout, kabonks him, tip of the hat to Santana. Beautiful. And then Kaz comes out, doesn't have the trophy, gets kabonked. Santana gets his belt. Everybody's happy. I think that's good. I love the tease and then the reversal on that for that. I think it was a good, especially since it was a really good screw job back at Slammiversary. And we were like, oh no, Santana doesn't get it again, and tease that and then roll into it. I thought that was a good tease and made the moment even bigger and kind of, you know, shows the issues we're going to have with Kaz and Nick Nemeth with that in the future. So you're like, oh no, TNA is going to TNA again, and then we're good. So Javon did an open challenge against Sammy recently. What's that?
We can stop with that, I think.
What, overbooked wrestling shows?
No. The people who TNA'd the TNA storyline are no longer there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here's the thing. You're only allowed to say, "Oh, TNA is gonna TNA," if you can name me 5 members from Fortune.
Ric Flair, AJ Styles.
No, don't give them the answer.
Fuck.
We know the answer. You're only allowed to say, "Oh, TNA is gonna TNA."
Am I?
Is
this me?
No, I'm just. All
Or
right.
we're just general out there.
Five
Chat
members
room.
from
Chat room.
Fortune.
Give me the 5 members of Fortune right
Five
now.
members
No.
from Fortune,
No
or
helping,
or
Cat.
And you get the Mad Mike ticket.
if you can give me 4 different factions that Eric Young,
Oh, the Team Canada.
not counting Sanity.
Oh,
Not counting Sanity.
Son of a bitch.
Ha!
This is the homework. This is the homework assignment for everybody else this week. So
Yeah,
not for us.
No,
We know.
Like, if you weren't there
mm-hmm.
during the bad times of TNA,
You're
not.
Like,
You're not
Mad
allowed
Mike
to
is
say-
like
you're not allowed to say
reminiscing
TNA.
about the bad days. Like, I've seen this.
We
shit.
had
I
a
went through
podcast.
this. I went through this. I saw the bad days. I saw Dixie Carter every week.
We
and
had a
then-
weekly podcast with WrestleFan,
Mhm.
Yep.
and
that would be Eamon Payton, who now works with AAD Wrestling. By the way.
Yeah.
Yes.
He'll always be WrestleFan.
we suffered with each other watching.
I
You've
like
been
to
in
call
the
it trauma bonding.
trenches.
Yeah,
It was trauma bonding. I like to think it was. But like if you can't tell me who Laurel Van Ness was supposed to marry, you're not allowed to say that.
Oh.
no.
Wait a minute.
I'm just
minute.
bringing up old.
Wait a minute. Wait. Oh my
This is
God.
great.
Oh,
Like,
is
it's
it?
the
No.
back of my neck?
It wasn't Drake, was it?
No.
No, it wasn't Drake. It wasn't Eli Drake. No. That's this is gonna bother the shit out of me. I really want to look it up right now. Okay.
If you can't tell me. Oh man, that should be a new series of videos we run.
I think Tina gets the permission on the Fortune call out. By the way,
Well, Tina knows. Tina knows.
Tina knows.
Tina's a damn encyclopedia. Tina sent me like, "Hey, don't forget there's an AEW show this weekend." I'm like, "Fuck, I forgot about it." By the way, there's a TNA show this weekend. It's a Wrestle Dream, which means I'm gonna watch it when I'm sleeping. When
and Matthew Birch in the chat forgot. Laurel Van Ness.
Who was that?
Yep, exactly.
But who's their
exactly?
Who's their real name? Is that really
never forget the
Is
name
that
of
really
Braxton Sutter?
Braxton Sutter.
Is that's Pepper Parks?
Yep.
Oh, okay. I forgot he was in
or
TNA.
as you know him,
the Blade. The Zoom kind of got him on that one.
The Blade.
So,
yes.
oh
Not the
my!
Butcher.
Before the Butcher, Braxton Sutter. I love the picture that they used for Braxton Sutter on this wiki. Like, what's happening here? Like, this
Well,
is.
no, you
I
know
think
what that
Jazz
look is? That look is? I could have married Laurel Van Ness. That's what that look is.
Yeah.
I
That's
could have
what that
been
look
Matt
is.
Cardona.
Like, if you can't tell me the name of the woman who AJ Styles almost threw his marriage away for, you can't talk about TNA like this.
My goal,
Oh.
you know what? My goal is, I've been back and forth on trying to get him on the show, but I just want to put you on a call with EC3 and have you guys reminisce about Impact Wrestling.
Oh my god, I would love that. I would love that so fucking much, Sword. I once had a 20-minute conversation with Drake Maverick out of WrestleMania and WrestleMania Access
Soiree.
event,
We'll just
and
call
I
it
was
Soiree.
just talking to Spud about the feud with him and EC3 like for 20 minutes. It was a lovely conversation.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
a very nice man.
Oh yeah.
He's very small.
I've heard
but
a little.
very nice man.
I've heard a little bit of a commentary about his days there between him and his friends, and I think you would love to have that conversation. So
I would love to talk to EC. I want to hear who came up with the Dixieland match, everything that happens around the Dixieland match, and will we ever see it again? That's what I want.
All right, next time I talk to him, I'm going to give him this pitch if he's not already watching, or we tag him on social media later in this clip or whatever. So
You can just
Next
call it
month
impact trauma bonding.
Next month on NWA next
Impact Trauma Bonding with
Exodus.
Mad Mike and EC3. I think this is a pitch right here. So you know what? I'll pitch it as content for his YouTube channel.
I'm still waiting for LA Knight turn heel so we can get a dummy button on shop. I'm waiting for it.
Oh my god!
Bound to happen.
Oh, no.
All right, real quick. I don't know. Listen, AEW's this weekend. Samoa Joe versus Paige. I think that's going to be good.
Yeah.
I have AEW.
What is it?
What was that Comic-Con this weekend?
Ooh, that's the AEW DC crossover, right?
This is a sample of the
Okay.
AEW DC crossover.
Oh,
that's cool.
I like that.
Yes. So, I won't show the whole thing because it's just a preview.
Yeah.
But it shows Will Ospreay
Mm-hmm.
teaming with Nightwing.
Nice.
Yes.
So I was at a panel over the weekend.
You know what?
Were you at that panel?
Were you at the one that I just saw the clip on Collision for?
I was literally just out of frame of where that camera was.
Wait. We were this close to having you have a cameo on both WWE and AEW programming?
Yes. So I made Tony Khan laugh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I made Tony Khan laugh. So they had a panel.
Mm-hmm.
Darby Allin eventually crashed and ended the panel.
Did you ask him if he was going to hire Austin Carnes from last week?
No.
Talk about Time Cop.
So, no, I didn't. So Moxley was there, and you guys know Moxley. Not really the best speaker for these sorts of events, especially nerdy ones. Where if Moxley could tell me two superheroes, I'd.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Come back.
What?
Come
He'll
back.
do what?
Come
Will
back.
do what?
Do what?
What will he do?
What will he do? Bring the Zoom back.
What did he? What? Oh.
He might have did it already.
Oh man, there's like a whole story that's happening right now that we have no idea about.
Yeah, we have no idea what's happening.
Oh my gosh. Oh no, what are we going to do about this?
Oh,
He's
no.
so stuck. He's so very stuck right now. Okay, I'm going to go to an ad break then. So while we wait for him to come back, and we'll get the rest of the story maybe after the break. But check out a lot of stuff going on IndieWrestling.us. Hey, we've been doing the We Watch Wrestling streams are coming back. We're kind of messing with some of the technical details of it, but you may be seeing it pop up on your YouTube or over on Indie Wrestling Network. A free stream, a lot of the latest matches from a lot of our partners. So a lot of cool stuff going on there.
This only happens
It's all right. We'll get to you in a second, Mike. We're in an ad break while we were waiting. So a lot of cool stuff going on there. 880 Wrestling, including this week, we're going to be talking about 880's World Series of Wrestling will be exclusive to Ringside members on YouTube and over on the network, as well as RWA's Bloody Harvest. Just announced was Pretty Boy Smooth's going to be back against AJ Alexander. Beastman against the Revenue. Some friends of the show going. Friends of the Fishing Without Bait show, oddly enough, actually going at it, and so much more. And then not on the network, but we'll be recording it for later. I'm going to be heading out to Neo Pro Wrestling out in Massillon. I never get the announcement. I've done like 3 shows out there over the decade, but we'll be hanging out with them too. So much content is happening there. Top Rope Tabletop is recording for a Halloween episode coming up later this month with a very special theme that Mikey Montgomery is very excited for. He's been talking about this.
He's DMing, isn't he?
He's DMing this, yes.
I think.
I
Yeah.
won't tell you the special thing that we're doing. If you're in the studio, there's a clue on the back shelf in the other room.
Yep.
Everybody just looked back. Maybe I'll tell you guys on break. But anyways, we're going to let Mad Mike finish his story, and then we're going to talk to our guests about things going on in 880. Mike, please wrap up that story wherever we were at there. I don't know where we were at with it. You make Tony laugh, I think it was around there.
So the wrestlers were being, like, it was a Comic-Con panel. So all the wrestlers were being asked questions.
Yeah.
And Moxley doesn't know anything about comics. And it was very apparent. And, you know, for these things, Moxley's great when he's on camera. But for these things, he doesn't care. He doesn't care. He doesn't use social media or anything. I doubt he knows who any superheroes are. So there was one question that was posed to everyone. And at first they started with Mox. And the question was, which DC superhero could you outwit in the ring? And me, being a professional Comic-Con asshole, I knew he was going to have a long pause before his answer because, well, let's face it, he had a long pause before every answer. So as he's like looking and like just selling and just not answering, I scream Peacemaker. the entire table pops. The whole room pops. Everyone just starts laughing and chanting Peacemaker because it's John Cena, obviously. And, you know, Moxley obviously has history with that, but in reality, John Moxley could very much outwit the character of Peacemaker because the character of Peacemaker is kind of dumb. So once the laughter finally kind of died down, Moxley goes, like, I think someone clued him in to who Peacemaker was, and he'd be like, "Oh yeah, it's easy fucking money, man."
Love it.
So yeah,
Awesome. Well,
but it was a good panel before Darby interrupted.
yes. Well, at least you didn't have a flamethrower this time, right?
No, you were not allowed to bring those kinds of things into the Javits Center.
You're not really allowed to at the Peterson Event Center either, but you know. But New York City is probably a little stricter. Anyways, Blizzy Blake is with us, and you have been having an interesting time at 880 Wrestling. Since you've been on this show, you've had a little bit of a singles, I can't remember the word for it, expedition here. Including great matches with guys like Facade came in.
Yep.
And you had a great match with him a few big shows ago.
Much love
and everything like
Facade.
that. But obviously, things have been. You were Den of Desire. You guys were 880 Wrestling Tag Team Champions for a good long time. A fan favorite for a long time. And then obviously, during the tournament match with Reese Hayes, Marco showed a different side.
Yeah. Still not sure what to really make of all that. It seems like all the time that I spent in the school training and trying to work to become a champion after we lost the belts, Marco's just been, excuse my French, but whoring around. And I don't know what led Marco to go towards one of our biggest oppositions, with buddies becoming the leaders by example and being with Reese, but I need to find out answers, and I'm hoping this week to find some type of answer.
We had a little bit of, he had a little bit of a conversation. Well, he talked about it a little bit on the show this week, and obviously not like a lot of final answers. And if you're on video, this is the moment from the 880 Wrestling Harvest Moon from a few weeks ago where the deed was done there. So again, initially running off Reese Hayes, and then the big turn there. So I mean, what did it mean to kind of be in the 880 Wrestling Tag Team Champion with Marco for such a long time?
It was amazing. Everything about it was great. I feel like when we were champions, we kind of we made a name for those belts and kind of brought the tag division to a much better place than it was in the past. With us as the champions, I remember seeing a lot of new teams coming up and holding their own with us and all the other teams at 880. But it was also just really a blessing to be able to work all the teams that came in just to want to take us on and put those belts up against teams like Crumbles and Defarge, go out to Philadelphia and wrestle teams like the Best Bros. As soon as we lost the belts, we had another amazing opportunity as a tag team, and we went out to Blitzkrieg and worked against TJ Crawford and Becca and went up against them for their tag titles. And unfortunately, we didn't make it, but it was a great time. But so much has changed.
I love you guys always had a vibe. I always make a note about there were shows back in the day where the main event were on and you could tell when they weren't on because the energy was different.
Sure.
Like when you guys came out, there was definitely a vibe. You got Honey Darling out with you. I remember the what was it? There was a den match of some sort at Penn Brewery with the leaders. That got really wild. The Whips and Chains match, right?
Great
there
stuff.
was between that lumberjack pillow fights. Like I felt like the most inventive stuff was coming out of especially the Den versus Leaders, or whatever iteration of Leaders by Example was happening at the time. Buddies Inc. I remember for a while, right? Like that seemed to be the most interesting, inventive match types coming out of
Wet and Wild match.
The
back
Wet
at
and
Diamond
Wild
Beach.
match. Oh my god, I forgot.
I love
about
that one. Yeah, that was a great night.
A lot of
4th of
floaties,
July.
and there was a
Remember
little
that.
pole.
Yep.
Right, so Riz was
We were there.
Riz was close proximity on that one, right?
I
So,
was.
Did you get wet and or wild during that match on camera?
I was trying not to,
That's actually a problem for camera guys. But yeah, so I mean, it's an interesting experiences coming out of that, right?
Yeah.
So, so anyways, you got a lot going on here. What are you minded for going into this week? You got Thursday night, and then of course the World Series is happening on Friday.
Yeah, this is one of those few times where I don't know what I'm going into these two shows with the plan of doing. I have no clue what's on the deck for me. But whatever it is, I'm sure I'm gonna go in, give it my all, like I always do.
If Marco's there, you're going to be keeping an eye out.
If Marco's there, I'm going to be keeping my eye out. More than that, I'm going to be hunting him down. If I have a chance to get my hands on Reese, I'd love to do that. If I get a chance to put my hands on the leaders by example, I'd love to do that, take out some anger. Even Nick's Wild. I mean, I was ranked number 1 in those rankings. I don't even know what they meant back in the day, but I know I was supposed to get a title shot out of that, and I never got it.
There's been a lot of numbers and graphics over
a
the last few months.
A lot of stuff, yeah.
Like Reese really loves his graphs.
He's
right?
taking notes from Scott Steiner, I think.
Yeah, a little
sure.
bit, yeah. So I got like timers on the screen and graphics and the
past his own timers.
We're going past his own timers. And he, and speaking of which, there was this home run tournament. Of course, we're down to Reese and MV in the finals of this. The winner is going to take on Nick's Wild for the championship here on Friday at Penn Brewery. The match is going to happen. The final is going to happen this Thursday on Thursday Night Fights.
Yep.
It's always interesting. I know we love seeing the round robinness. When New Japan does it, I love the Continental Classic that they do into AEW every year. Brandon St. James was just on here a couple weeks ago talking about that. And,
I think he said that it brought the best out of a lot of us, and I couldn't agree more.
Man, that was like some of the best run of matches. Like that was a lot of matches that should have been on Friday nights.
Yeah.
They came out so well, right? So, I mean, is there anything that you can take out of that experience of that tournament over the last month and a half?
No, it just gave me the drive to now want to go out and every Thursday now just want to put on those types of matches. I have more drive than I ever had as a wrestler at this point, and I'm ready to just keep pushing and hopefully keep putting on matches like that.
It's a good start for the singles run.
Yeah, absolutely.
For something like that. It really kind of sets the tone, right?
Yep. I think what's our show? It's on the 17th. The 21st is my 2-year anniversary of in-ring work too. So
really
coming up on 2 years and feeling better than ever.
You ever counted how many matches you've had at this point?
I have. I could tell you if you give me 5 seconds here. Yeah.
There you go.
It's coming up. I'm going to have 74 at the end of this year.
Wow.
So in my second year of wrestling, I'll have 74. But 1, 2, 3, 4.
Live math, guys. We just like the Scott Steiner thing.
Steiner. Yeah, we're back to Scott Steiner.
I have 130 right now.
Jeez,
Yep.
in 2 years.
In less than 2 years, yep. I'll have 132 at 2 years.
That's crazy. So, holy experience.
Yeah, I think 880 is one of the few places where you can ever say that you've done that in such a short amount of time.
Yeah.
It's a blessing.
And a lot of people have seen those matches.
Yes. Oh yeah, they're all up on YouTube. I mean, there's probably 20 of those matches, give or take, that are matches that were on shows that I don't have clips or anything for, but all the other ones on this YouTube channel. Right?
That's great. Not a lot of people can say that. That's really tremendous. So what is your what's the biggest thing you've what did we have you on? Probably a year ago with the Den, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, it seems about right. So hey, year 2, you're almost to a close. What's the biggest thing that really kind of you've learned from your second year in wrestling?
Wrestling is a give and take type of thing. You can't overgive or else things can go wrong, and not even in the sense of overgiving and man, I don't know really where I want to go with that. It's just the sense of
freestyle it. It's all right.
Yeah, for real. But
what are your vibes after the second year, man?
You don't want to give it 110% all the time, because you're going to become burnout. You're going to wonder if you really want it. But have fun with it. Give it your all when it feels right, and whenever your body's telling you yes, go with that. But when your body's aching and you know that you need a week or so off, don't hesitate to take that time. That's truthfully, I think, the thing that makes the longevity of this stuff. And putting on 120 some matches in 2 years, that's not something that was done a lot back 20 some years ago for a lot of these people. So we're putting our bodies on the line and through a lot more than what a common wrestler would be doing. So I think we do need to focus on when we don't feel the best, and we should really watch our bodies and protect ourselves with any type of thing that we can.
Somebody's been listening to the vets.
Not even. I mean, I've just always been on like healthy shit, but like a lot of vets have told me stuff like that, and it's like unfortunate that you see it like right in front of your eyes. Like you see them barely able to bend over or do something that just seems mundane to you as like a younger adult.
So I think John Cena talked about this a good bit. Like talked about his era came from seeing that exactly what you described from the old times. Like I've seen, Riz, you too, we've seen the legend shows and seen all the guys from the 80s and the 90s and just look like they're just, just shells of themselves, how they can move or not move. Right. And then there was like a really good, like, I think this goes into the, hey, I'm retiring now before I'm one of those guys, right? Both him and AJ are doing that thing. A couple guys are doing that. Like, hey, I want to go before I'm not welcomed here anymore, right? So like you're getting like more paced, healthier wrestlers that can last through their 40s and sometimes 50s at a decent pace. WWE definitely lends to that right now with their scheduling, right? Versus what they used to do 10, 15 years ago when CM Punk lost his damn mind as champion, So, no, I think that's a really good lesson out there for other wrestlers. We have some comments from the chat that we're going to throw out for you right now. Okay, you ready for the love bombs? T-Pop's out there. Marco broke all of our hearts by breaking up with the Den of Desire.
Yeah, broke my heart severely.
Where's he been? Was he out of communication for that month or two?
Yeah, I was trying to get into practice
the belts?
and everything. I couldn't really get
out of it,
him.
Man. Dave Ponder says Reese is really going deep with the PowerPoints lately. A little bit. I'm waiting for him to do a Drew Gulak with that thing and just pull that up on the screen.
He needs to make use of the projector instead of using those little cardboards.
Right, exactly. I don't even know if I can load PowerPoint on our system back there, but he has his ways.
Or just use Google Slides.
Google Slides, there you go. No problem. T-Pop again. Blizzy Blake has really been like the MVP of 80 wrestling for me this year. He's really upped the game and has been consistently having some of the absolute incredible matches.
Let's go.
Thank
you so much. That means a lot.
Did T-Pop just do a highlight reel for you? Is that the one that I saw earlier?
I'm not sure. T-Pop has given me a lot of love on Twitter, though.
T-Pop has. I know there was some kind of highlight reel just popped up. So. And he's going to tell me in the chat room in just a moment, I'm sure.
That's dope.
But yeah, so the editor extraordinaire to the Pittsburgh Wrestling Stars, T-Pop. Thank you so much.
T-Pop has brought me back onto Twitter a lot more than I was in the past. Like I'm just now, after 2 years, starting to like post about wrestling and stuff on Twitter more than just reposting everything that he gives. But throughout all those years, like he's definitely shouted me out so many times and just complimented me for the things that I do, and that stuff truthfully means a lot. So
and that's and I always lament, like I wish we could move on from Twitter, but like a lot of the wrestling community is there. I think it's important for us to be there for that. Turn off all the other bullshit, mute the words that piss you off, and just in the people and the words. Go in your settings, ignore that sidebar.
I think it's best to be on as much as possible, as long as you can tolerate it.
Absolutely, and create a pattern for you.
Yeah.
I go in, post stuff every day, double check my comments. I'm fucking out.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Yep. Like I doom scroll a couple of the accounts, but my own accounts, but we're not like in it, but enough out there for people to get a little bit. Oh, Mikey Montgomery. I'm sorry. Mikey got the love. Sorry, Blizzy.
That's okay. So, that's understandable. Mikey deserves it too.
Hey, he's got a lot of good going on right now. So including Top Rope Tabletop in a couple weeks.
So, Mikey's also one that shouted out the Den. One of the last Enjoy shows during Mikey's like celebration, he just straight up shouted out the Den, and he did not have to do that, but it was really kind words from him.
There's the highlight reel in question, by the way. So there you go. I knew it was somebody, and I don't know. I knew it was somebody I was working with this week, and that doesn't narrow it down. So, but there you go. Oh no, somebody just got me on Sora. We'll see what that is later. Anyways, okay. Sorry, that comment really scared me. That just popped up. We'll look at that on the break. So, Blizzy, a lot of great stuff going on. It's good. You're always good vibes when we're there on Thursday nights and the Friday shows and everything. And I'm glad to see you're getting out there too.
Thank you.
I think that's a cool thing. Like, it's not. I love the seeing. I talked about this with Brandon a couple weeks ago. you're not just leaning on the fact you have a weekly show.
Yeah.
Like you're getting in front of other people. And I think that's really, because I think it is really easy to get comfortable here in Pittsburgh.
Trying to make that the bare minimum now is our Thursday show.
Yes.
Get as much more as I can.
Yes, absolutely. That's the right mindset, and make room for those young kids to get in too.
Yeah.
So, but speaking of which, you do have a lot of people kind of coming up. I'm seeing some new faces on the show. Is there anybody on Thursday Night Fights or that's popping up on Happy Hour maybe that you're excited for us to see what they can develop into right now at 880?
I'm excited for I don't even know if you ever met Tony. He's still in high school.
Okay.
Yeah, dude.
So not yet.
Not yet. He is literally in his final year of high school right now. Los Tonios is going to be his name. He wears some lucha mask. Very cool kid. Very good at the lucha spots. Like fun high flyer dude. Grew up training with Luca when he first started too. I know he's like just starting to come back to training. I think I seen him in the chat saying that he was back this week.
By the way, Luca is maybe the tallest luchador I've ever seen.
Oh yeah, dude. Luca fucking rocks too, dude. Luca's great. I love doing lucha spots with Luca. Jaquan is doing great. We're at like that stale period where we're like waiting to debut a couple more people, I think. But like everybody that's come in over the last couple months or so, I'd say have proven themselves. And if not, they've grown to the spot that they need to be in.
It's always really interesting because we've seen this with several schools over the years. Hey, this is a really good class, and then like the next class gets like maybe one viable person, right? That may or may not flame out in 6 months.
Right.
So like that consistency. Obviously, Steel City Killers was a tremendous class coming out of the first MB school, and you were like.
I think after all of them, it was like Marco and Iana and a couple other people, and then I started. So like we were classified as like the second school, or like if they were the
because I didn't know how we separated people, that idea from that. I just knew there was like the original bunch, and by Steel City Killers, we're kind of talking that Gianni, Brandon, Casey War, Nix, Reese. Forgive me if I'm forgetting anybody in there, but I think it's about everybody. Yeah. So, but yeah, absolutely. So, shout out to Toddy saying that you're doing great down in Negative Outlook as well.
Yeah, Negative Outlook is a blast. Great to be back down there.
I love the clips I see from down there.
Oh, it's such a cool venue. It's
and
also...
This is a no-ring show, by the way.
It is, yeah, inside of a bar. It's literally just like a little row. Like you walk in and it's a straight shot down to the stage, and then there's a bar stacked up right above it.
Been at a couple of those shows.
Yeah, good bands out there too. I found a Pittsburgh like very heavy metal band that can't remember their name, but they were the headliners down there, and I'm hoping to get them at one of our 880 shows in the future.
Nice. So bring the bands back.
Yeah.
Hey,
I enjoyed them. I enjoyed them, but I don't think Southside venue would work too well for this.
Yeah, they don't really like the noise with the bands out there. They kind of situation. So no, I think it's for me it's logistics. Production is like, oh boy, gotta dance around this, But I respect it. I appreciate what we're doing with the bands, especially when we're getting started. It was a really good thing for the new Ken situation. For those curious, here's just a visual of what it looks like at Negative Outlook Wrestling according to their Instagram. Hey, look, there's Toddy over there. Look at that. So gives you a little bit of idea what's going on there.
They didn't collaborate on my post, or else I'd be on their main page right now too.
What's that?
I tried to collaborate with them a couple weeks ago with some photos from that show, and they didn't accept the collab post, so I'm unfortunately not
calling them out. Calling out the collab posts.
Come on,
Jeez, come on.
From.
Jeez. Maybe we'll pressure them on this one. So good stuff there. All right, you're all over social media, including Twitter.
I am. Yep.
So we'll follow
primarily
you.
Instagram,
and you will be you're going to be around for this next weekend of shows.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Let's just say that.
I think I'm hanging around the Pittsburgh area for the next month or so. Bookings are getting a little light, but I think I'm ready, like I was saying, to take a little
the holidays,
more rest time.
Hey, Zeke Mercer, old man Zeke Mercer takes the winter off. Like he's fucking they're fucking hibernating.
Yep.
So
I remember last year.
I'm like, you on tonight? Nah, I'm off. It's February, bro. I was like, You just like, do you have a temperature you can't wrestle in and travel? You know, but I understand. I've had to travel.
So different, brother.
I just had this vision of just Zeke in a cave, just waiting it out for.
Yeah,
I get my bookings in March.
I
get my bookings in March, Bubby.
Zeke is allergic to snow.
I mean, aren't we all? So I mean, but there's less of it. True. But I get it. Anyways. It's just one of those, like, I really want bookings in February. I don't want to travel through the mountains in February. So
yeah, I know I'm going back to Brooklyn in January, and I'm already not looking forward to that drive.
You never know. Yeah, you never know.
Last time it was from me to you. I couldn't see driving home. Just snow blizzards going like 25 miles an hour.
Been there. Crossing those mountains is killer. But anyways, it's always good for you hanging with us. You're going to hang out for the next lesson after the break,
absolutely.
right? We're going to find out what Mac learned this week. So, but we'll be right back after this break with Blizzy, Blake, and more Wrestling Mayhem show.
I'm Eamon.
I'm Merlin.
And we're a gay.
And his NB.
Are you a reality television connoisseur?
Do you like it discussed from an LGBTQ lens?
If so, A Gay and His NB is the podcast for you.
Hear us break down all your favorite guilty pleasure reality shows from Bravo, Drag Race, and just about everything in between.
Listen to A Gay and His NB on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to podcasts. I'm Eamon.
I'm Merlin.
And we're a gay.
And his NB.
Are you a reality television connoisseur?
Do you like it discussed from an LGBTQ lens?
If so, A Gay and His NB is the podcast for you.
Hear us break down all your favorite guilty pleasure reality shows from Bravo, Drag Race, and just about everything in between.
Listen to A Gay and His NB on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to podcasts.
We are back. It is the Wrestling Mayhem Show. Mad Mike is here. Riz is here. Blizzy Blake is here. And most importantly, intern Mac is here.
Yeah.
On there. Intern Tony's here too, but he's off mic. Hey.
You.
That was the woo earlier was intern Tony. So we're working it on. And I did notice in the chat room, Mac, please join our Patreon so we can afford woo lessons for you. So way to plug that out there. Mac, you had a homework assignment. Can you tell us what that was for the class?
My homework assignment was to watch the wrestling parking lot match between John Cena and Eddie Guerrero from September 11th, 2003.
Happy September 11th.
Never forget.
Never forget.
Never forget.
Oh, no. And that's when we, really couldn't. What were your thoughts on this match?
I thought it was fun. So I never watched wrestling before starting this internship. I just signed up because I was like, whatever, it looks fun. I like learning things. And I came from a family that was very anti-wrestling, very much like...
Wait. Now tell me more about this. What do you mean anti-wrestling?
They were like, it's all fake bullshit. It's all playing pretend, blah, blah,
Blizzy, they used the F word.
Put the chops up.
Yes.
It's like... I don't know. So
Blizzy can come to your next family gathering and help you out.
I would love to see that. I would love to see a showdown between you and my 6'5" siblings.
Come in and just start chopping the fuck out of them.
But so I never watched wrestling, and John Cena, growing up, all I ever knew about him was he was the WWE dude, and I saw him in all of his acting roles. So it was fun seeing him as a wrestler, as what he got known for, and it's surprising because I'm used to seeing him in acting roles. I'm not used to seeing him actually fight. And I don't know, my family can all say it's fake, but some of those shots are look pretty intense. Or Cena throws Eddie into a windshield and the windshield just completely shatters. It's that has to hurt. That can't be comfortable for anyone. And then whenever he pulled out the lawnmower, I just lost my shit laughing. I was doubled over. I had to pause the video. I was like, okay, I need to take a second before we go back. And then I showed it to everyone I know. I was like, hey, watch this. You'll never guess what he's gonna pull out.
Okay.
Okay. And I'm almost changing what I want
the homework assignment. We need to build up to it. There was a suggestion in there that we need to work everybody up to this. So obviously this was not a typical wrestling match. It wasn't in a ring, your typical rules or anything like that. How would you, as a film student, first of all, how would you judge the cinematography of this match and the let's say the atmosphere of this match?
I mean, for the atmosphere, I think it's fun that there's just other people just kind of standing there, and they aren't being held back. They're just kind of standing there, getting closer, what's going on? You good, man? So I think that's fun.
Backgrounds.
Yeah, Street Fighter backgrounds.
From a film student cinematography perspective, I mean, they're all good shots. I hope they're good shots. These are like professionals being paid to do good shots.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's like, it's neat, like, actually seeing them do it. Because, like, normal sports like football, baseball, like, they're just kind of in one spot and they don't move. And they in wrestling, they have so much more to work with. They can move around. They can get close, zoom in, zoom out. So I think that's fun.
Did you know anything about Eddie Guerrero before this?
I definitely heard his name somewhere, but I don't know where.
Okay. This could be a whole other rat hole you could go down in exploring. Well, you know,
because you mentioned cinematography, I'm like, oh, did we do the Firefly Funhouse match?
not yet. No. We got to build to it. We got to actually have some wrestling matches before we get to the weird shit. So
I mean, hold on. Do we?
We can go Kwee-wee.
we are not doing Kwee-wee. No, Riz, no Kwee-wee. No.
You never go full Kwee-wee.
I don't think Kwee-wee went full Kwee-wee.
Oh yes, they did.
Don't Google any of this yet. So,
Yeah.
Although some people out there may be right now. So I'm trying to even remember the full Kwee-wee from the back in the day. Either way, anyways, where the hell were we with this? You guys have any more questions for the student on this?
What would you think of the finish? Where a random person that you don't know by the name of Chavo Guerrero comes in and attacks John Cena.
I think it's fun. I always think it's fun whenever a third, like, random person just shows up and joins in. I imagine, like, he was probably invited. Like, he wasn't just like, yeah, I heard you guys were, like, pulling up to beat the shit out of someone.
So, on this, Mike, I think we need to pivot. I know I asked for recommendations, but I think we need to follow a through line here. And and I'm not going to. I don't want any pretext on this, so please don't spoil anything when I brought this up. And I'm going to presume this is on YouTube. It has to be. We're going to find this, even if we have to bootleg it. We're going to find this and send this to you, Mac.
What match?
I think the logical follow up for this, just to bring current on certain things. I think the next match should be Rey Mysterio versus Eddie Guerrero in that ladder match.
That's a good choice.
Yeah,
Okay.
that ladder match is going
Because
to be
that's going to be a little bit further down the line. I think Eddie Guerrero is going to be an interesting character for you to learn about for reasons that I will not yet disclose.
Is not only online, but I'm going to add an addendum to this assignment.
Okay.
Okay, I'm adding an addendum to this assignment.
Now who's the professor?
WWE has the full match. Rey Mysterio versus Eddie Guerrero ladder match, SummerSlam 2005.
Okay.
That's the assignment.
Yep, that's the assignment.
The bonus credit is, and I'm going to link it, is 4 years ago, WWE came out with what they like to call the WWE playback. And it is Rey Mysterio and his son Dominic watching that match back.
So we have to watch. This is about a 26-minute match, video-wise. Yeah. So that you got a little bit extra credit.
It is worth it though. The match.
Because I haven't watched that either. I want to watch that too. So okay. So we are going full match: Rey Mysterio versus Eddie Guerrero, SummerSlam 2005. It is a ladder match. If you know, you know, and Mac is going to find out.
Hold on. I have a question.
Ladder match.
Mac, just based on your limited knowledge of professional wrestling, what do you think a ladder match is typically for?
Isn't a ladder match like they have the ladder and then they have the belt hanging above the ladder and they have to grab it off?
Yes.
Good.
Okay, correct.
Yes,
okay.
Yes. But sometimes there can be other things for them to grab.
Okay.
Yeah.
Of
Sometimes
contention.
there are other things. For
Okay.
them to grab.
And the match will tell the story of what this is.
Good thing we didn't go Judy Bagwell in WCW. But anyways.
Yes. Somebody's mother was on a pole one time allegedly. So
forklift.
Yeah, forklift. Yeah, it was a forklift, but you had to climb the pole to
There's
get
like
them.
the money in the bank where like you could hold on to it for like a full year or like even longer if you really wanted to, or you could get rid of it. In like
You're overcomplicating. You're overcomplicating this. You're overcomplicating this.
Yeah, no.
You know,
I'm trying to hint. I'm just trying to throw
okay.
some subtle hints out there.
Okay. Well, you know
Yeah.
which match we're talking
I
about.
do.
Okay. I just want
By
to.
the way,
you're a youngin'. I wasn't sure, but I was pretty sure you would. But I didn't want to assume.
Sorry, I'm busting out my teacher goggles.
Okay.
So we're basically telling you that this match is not for a championship.
Yeah.
Yes.
I would like you, before you even start the match, to write down 3 things that you might think it's for. Just want to see where you land. Just be creative.
Are we complicating this?
Be creative. Yeah. No, sorry. This is what we call a pre-assignment warm-up.
Okay. Before the end of the show, when we do what we learned, I want you to write down 3 things you think this match could be for, without looking at it.
Oh yeah. Just like think of it right now, just so we have it on record.
And, wait, intern Tony, do you know which match we're talking about? You're very aware of what this one is. Okay. All right, I love this. I love bringing new people into this stuff. in this what the fuck world of wrestling.
This was way better than my idea.
It's gonna be great.
Listen, everybody had great ideas, but this was the
much
next...
better than my idea too. This
Yeah.
is very good.
We'll get to some of that.
Very
We'll
good.
get the Black Lotus tryout. We'll get to things like that. We'll do just. I can't wait to get into Lucha Underground with you guys. Remember, these are film students.
I know. When we get to the first Lucha Underground match, I almost don't know what I want it to be.
Yeah,
there's a lot.
Okay, this is for later. Let's not. We don't want to make them curious.
You don't have to worry about it now.
and jump ahead. So, either way,
this is more of a workshopping in my own head. Like,
yes, we'll do that. We'll do that in the side channel. Anyways, give a shout out to our friends over at Slice on Broadway, feeding this big crew that's in here in the studio. Nice to have people in the studio and making sure they're not hungry. So thank you guys so much. Supporting Pittsburgh Podcasting with the perfect pepperoni pizza. And the original is right here in Beachview, right down the tracks here. They have all the plaques and all the trophies from all the awards they've won for their pizza. So go check them out. Once destroyed by the Beastman, this place, so you can see where the mayhem happened. We reposted that recently on our social medias, and the guy brought up the other day that he shows that video all the time to people that come into the store. So go check them out. SliceOnBroadway.com. Many locations around the Pittsburgh area, and thank you to them for supporting the show. All right, it is time to find out what everybody, including you guys in the chat room, what did you learn from wrestling this week? Who would like to go first?
I can go first.
Mike?
You
have the floor.
I learned exactly what the Wrath felt like.
Wait, what?
I met Harley Cameron over the weekend. She was a delight. I told her how much I enjoyed the song that she did for the party. Because if you haven't heard it, I highly recommend you find the song called "Can't Stop the Party." It's Harley Cameron, it's Xavier Woods, it's Claudio, it's Tyler Breeze, and it's Adam Cole. It's very good. It's very funny, and I really, really appreciate it. I told her that it is on my Spotify playlist, and I make my 2-year-old listen to it. And she thought that was very funny.
Nice.
But yeah, very, very sweet individual. I got a nice picture with her. She signed my if I can bring it out, where the heck did I put it? It's upstairs. But I got one of the little micro brawlers. I got her to sign that. So very, very awesome person.
Excellent. Good to see you had a great experience with her. She was delightful. The mere moments I had with her in passing backstage at the show. But I mean, you can tell the vibe. So she's a lot of fun. Riz, what did you learn from wrestling this week?
I learned that I want to go to Indiana. Because there is... no, I've already been in Indiana, PA. I've already been to Indiana, PA. So
you were educated in Indiana, PA.
I was educated there. But no, Indiana. The state of Indiana, because they have Ruby Soho and Angela Parker now own a business there.
That's cool.
It is a gaming cafe.
Oh.
With like different board games, RPGs, stuff like that. There's a Meeples championship.
A what championship?
A Meeple.
Meeple.
Meeple. You ever heard of Meeples?
No, I don't know Meeples. Stop saying the word like I know it. Like that's gonna make me know it.
Meeples sounds like the country that Balky Bartokomous from Perfect Stranger was from.
Okay, these guys are way too young for that reference in this room. Okay.
I know, but hey, sometimes I have to make a reference for me, Sorg.
Okay, we got some for the olds out there. Okay. Anyways.
But yeah, like there's a whole bunch of stuff that I really want to go. Like those two people are great people and as wrestlers, but they're doing board game stuff. They're doing tabletop stuff. They're doing like a full-on cafe there, and seeing Ruby with long hair is kind of weird, but
I would love to play Trial by Trolley with Ruby Soho.
Yeah,
I feel like that would be a lot of
fun. Victory Roll Cafe is the name of it. And that is your logo. There you go.
That's very clever.
Did you get the joke?
That's
very
clever.
Mishawaka, Indiana. God, that sounds familiar. Oh, right by a Planet Fitness. Oh my God, guys, this is. Listen, if I ever have to go to Chicago for wrestling again, it is. Wait a minute. Is this town? This town seems familiar. Prices, I've seen the sign. Oh, this is outside of South Bend, guys. I've done wrestling shows in South Bend. That is
you're gonna take us with you, Sorg.
Listen, Riz is like taking me with
you. I can fit in one of your suitcases. Sorg.
Yeah, you probably can, those Pelican cases, but I also need it for the gear, dude. It's okay. I have a truck. You can fit in there.
They have their own Instagram feed.
There you go.
I mean,
okay. Well, we're planning a road trip. Listen.
There's an adorable child playing with board games.
So you create you got your road trip if you're ever going to Chicago to see our friends at Warrior Wrestling coming back on December 5th. Wink. So you stop off here in South Bend. You also stop at the Studebaker Museum there that we stayed at the Airbnb next door, which was Studebaker themed. They have the original Studebaker from the Muppet movie. And then there's also the Hall of Heroes Superhero Museum that has a lot of cool stuff, including the car that Iron Man fell on in the first movie while he was testing, and the Ghost Rider cycle and a bunch of other movie memorabilia from a bunch of stuff, including 60s Batman. It was a beautiful place. So a road trip if you're ever going to Chicago. They're all right off the highway, more or less. So just pointing that out there. Okay, that was a nice aside. The Travel Channel Mayhem show is done.
Yeah.
Blizzy, what'd you learn lately in wrestling?
$10 for a bowl of candy.
$10 for the bowl of candy. Jeez. Blizzy, what'd you learn? Other than travel notes for when you get booked in Indiana.
Yeah. I learned that you could fake a chop really well with that Leon Slater and Jevion Evans little transition.
They were talking about this in the chat. Tell them what happened.
Very sick. So they were doing like a little chop, 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 and I always butcher his name. Is it Jevion? Javon. Fakes the chop and then instantly just turns into a cutter and then hits like his signature springboard cutter right afterwards. And that was really, really sick.
Nice.
But I also learned that wrestling is kind of forever in the sense that the Hardys are now tag champs again. And I thought they were going on like their final title run like a year and a half ago.
Yep. The Hardys are forever.
Yeah.
So
I'm here for
two-time tag champs. They're tag champs of two different promotions.
Yeah, NXT is one of them. Futures of the business, guys.
Like it was like last summer they were talking about like how like that was their indie tour where they were gonna go around, take all the titles from all the indies and stuff and hold on to them, and they like did that, and I was like, okay, is it done? And now they're back. Hell yeah.
You know what? Good for them.
Fuck it.
Good for them.
Yeah.
You know. T-Pop in the chat says also, I learned that Bull Collier is about to be a huge star in TNA after his incredible performance in the Hardcore War match with Bound for Glory. Yeah, he looked great in that.
Great.
Choke slamming the ladies into tacks. We've seen this. Bill Collier had a match with Katie Arquette near you a bit ago. There's at least clips of it. I don't know if we put the full match up. It might be on Big League or Revenge Wrestling's. I can't remember which promotion it was for because it kind of blends up there. But yeah, he likes fighting the women, and he's huge. He's a big guy. No, that's really cool. And I think they're going to do great things with him. So,
Agent Zero is his name.
Agent
right?
Zero, yes. So
pretty badass.
I'm to go tag all my Bill Collier matches on Indie Wrestling with Agent Zero so people can find him. Matt T-Pop also says he learned that Steve Macklin and his mom flipping off the camera after he won the TNA International Championship with Pound of Glory was a very wholesome. So, Mac, what'd you learn from wrestling this week?
Well, this week I was trying to figure out why the name Eddie Guerrero sounded so familiar, and it's because this one album I really like from this band I really like did a concept album about professional wrestling, and they talk about Chavo Guerrero. So I thought that was cool. I thought they were just like making up names. But...
Chavo is his nephew. So, and they tag team for a while, but I've said too much. And Chavo was the one that did the run-in at the end of that match you watched.
Oh,
yes.
Okay.
Yes, it's a whole thing. We'll get to it. Excellent. Anybody else? Intern Tony, do you have anything you learned? I know you're off mic right now. Keep it simple and I'll relay it.
That I see how the international fans feel how Crown Jewel is at 8 in the morning.
You see how the international fans feel that Crown Jewel was 8 in the morning?
Deal with the weird times.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was.
Were you here when I was talking about Wrestle Kingdom?
No.
Yeah, we watched Wrestle. We were talking about New Japan schedule.
Yeah, what was that, like 3 a.m. or 4
Yeah, it's like
a.m.
3 a.m. And it's like we watch it live every year, and it's like it starts at 2 or 3 a.m.
Yeah.
And one year we sat here and it went so long that the sun came up and everybody was starting to commute to work because it was like on a Thursday, right? So like it's January 4th every year, no matter what day of the week it is. So there's that. Yep. And we lucked out because they had 2 shows. Because remember they did the crossover show too, like a Forbidden Door one, and it was like Saturday morning and Sunday morning this last year. If they do it again, it's going to be Sunday morning and Monday morning. So there's that. Either way. Well, they also love it when New Japan does shows here in America because now they have to deal with it. So like they deal with both sides.
By
of
the
it.
way,
yes, Mr. Mad Mike.
Intern Mac, do not look at the screenshot that was posted. For your homework assignment.
What? Where?
That kind of gives away the goat.
Well, he'll be right in the middle of it. So let Matt go on the journey. Guys, thank you so much. Blizzy Blake, thank you so much for joining us once again on the show.
Glad to be here. Anytime.
Good luck with everything this week with 880 Wrestling and the World Series of Wrestling at Penn Brewery.
Yes. Let's see what we have in store.
Hopefully you're part of another iconic photo that we'll use for another year with the Pittsburgh skyline in the background.
So easy with that.
Oh, man, that's going to be that's an easy. That's your cover art for this week's episode.
There you go. Easy peasy.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mac. Thank you, Mad Mike and the Riz, Intern Tony, and everybody else out there. This has been your Mayhem show. If you're on Patreon, we'll have a little bit of extra content. I don't know what we'll talk about. Probably the finale of Peacemaker with Mad Mike eventually. Yeah.
And I'll probably talk a little bit about other stuff I saw.
Yeah, we got. I saw Tron this weekend, so we usually get into some other stuff. We get a little more geeky on that off wrestling. So thank you guys, everybody, for joining us. We'll see you next time. Please follow everything. Check out our friends at Exodus Pro Wrestling. Had a great show this past week. That stay tuned for when you're going to be able to see that and future shows coming up with them. 880 Wrestling Thursday and Friday on IndieWrestling.network and the YouTube, as well as RWA this Saturday, also on IndieWrestling.network and the YouTube. Follow us for all of that stuff. Live or on demand, and
come say hi.
And come say hi. Come say hi if you're at the shows or if you're at a Neo Pro in Massillon, Ohio, where I'm going to allegedly be as well. Thank you guys. See you guys next time. Mayhem out.
Just wait, just wait, just wait, just wait. Wait for the perfect time, then attack. Don't give up what you want, take it back. Wait for the perfect time, then attack. Do what you
This show is a member of the Sorgatron Media Podcast Network. Find out more at sorgatronmedia.com.